Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode On Deck here on FTSN. I'm Russ Morgan. Hope everybody's having a great night. Uh, we are 5 games left in the season. 5 games. I'm getting pumped. I've said it on other podcasts. There's few times in sports I love, and that's October when you got playoff baseball, you got the NFL going, you got college football going. And then I'm not a big hockey guy, but you got hockey going. I think it's in October as well, and then March Madness. And we got 5 games left, and we've got a lot of good baseball left, a lot of good divisions. Quickly on the teams that have clinched. Blue Jays clinched a playoff spot. Yankees clinched a playoff spot. Division still up in the air. Mariners clinched a playoff spot, but they're, I think, what's their magic number? See, I thought I had their magic number in here. I think their magic number might be it's 1. Magic number is 1, so they're right now 4 games up. So they win. They've clinched the division. Phillies clinched the division by 11 games. Wow. Brewers clinched the division. Right now they are 2 games up on the Phillies for that first seed. Cubs clinched I think they clinched the first wild card. Dodgers clinched a playoff spot. And Padres clinched a spot. That's still up in the air, but the magic number there for the Dodgers. I think the magic number is 3 for the Dodgers. And Padres lost earlier today, so that is, I think, if they – I'm going off. I tried to find out. I think if they win today and win tomorrow, they clinch the division. As of now, the playoffs would look like. Now, this could definitely change. Right now, we got as of now, the Blue Jays would get the first seed and would be the number 1 seed in the AL. Mariners would be 2. Guardians would be 3, but that's going to be decided. If they end up tied, that'll be decided this week because they're these next 2 days because they're playing tag right now. Yankees would get the first wild card. Red Sox would go to Yankee Stadium for a 3-game set. They'd get the 5. The Tigers right now are in that last wild card spot and would get the 6. But a lot of baseball going on. A lot of Boston up 3-0 right now on the Blue Jays. Interesting there, Blue Jays. Yankees down 1 game against Blue Jays right now. Interesting there is the Blue Jays go 3 against the Rays, 2 more against the Red Sox, 3 against the Rays. They lost last night to make them down 1. Yankees down 1 game, but they do have the head-to-head, so the Blue Jays could still win 4 out of 2, and the Yankees go on, win 6 straight games, 5 more games, and still not get the division. What the Yankees need to do, what they need to happen is basically sweep, the last 2 series 6-0. Blue Jays 500, 3-3 would get it done. Yankees would move into that 1 seed quickly, but that's going to take a lot because Yankees down 1-0 right now. But some really interesting stuff going on in baseball right now. The Tigers, Guardians 0-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Just Stephen Kwan just flew out to left. Tanner Bybee versus Jack Flaherty. Tigers are falling quick. They had a 15.5 game lead at one point, 11.5 game lead going into can't remember what the date was. They had a 15.5 game lead. It's now down to 0 coming down to these last 2 games. Tigers got to go play Boston too. I mean, what's going on with the Tigers? I mean, Cleveland's playing great bit. I mean, Cleveland's 9-1 in the last 10. Tigers are on a 7-game losing streak. What's going on with the Tigers? I mean, you lose Jackson Joe. You got no pitching whatsoever. Minus Tarek School. You go from Tarek School down. Jack Flaherty hasn't looked good. Red Sox, watching that. I'm trying to watch MLB Network right now because they're just flipping every game. All these good ones. Red Sox 3-0 in the top of the third. But I mean, Cleveland's. In my opinion, and if anybody's in the wants to throw a Dolphins, hey Rob, how we doing tonight? Yeah, 3-0. I saw that. Holding on strong. They got the. I don't have. I'm pretty sure you got extra innings. I don't have extra innings, or I don't even know if they call them extra innings anymore. But trying to watch MLB Network because they're flipping back and forth between all the good games. I don't know. I think. What's your opinion? Do you think they can get the Red Sox could get a sweep this week? I think they can get tonight, especially with Crochet going. But, I mean, you got Bello, Shane Bieber, who's looked good since the trade deadline. So I don't know. I think the Marlins have a slim – they'd have to win out, and everybody would – Diamondbacks, Reds would have – and Mets would have to lose out. So, I mean, you sweep the Mets, the Reds get swept. Let me pull up the stand. I thought I had the standings, but I moved it. So what would happen? It would be crazy if the Marlins actually could make it. But what would need to happen, Bobby, is so right now the Marlins are 3 games back of the Reds and the Diamondbacks. So let me look up head-to-head because, I mean, you'd have to sweep these last 5 games. I'm looking up the I'm not getting anything. I'm trying to find the head-to-head. Basically, win out and hope everybody else loses. But I lost my train of thought. It happens sometimes. Anybody in there? I think there's one thing scary, and I'm not really scared of this team, but I think there's one team that might be scary because it's October baseball. That's the Guardians. They're playing super hot baseball right now. But the thing that doesn't scare me is right now they're ranked 30th in the MLB in batting average. They're batting the team batting average at 226. But they're just super hot. And we've seen in past years teams like the Nationals, teams like the Brave, get hot at the right time. So I see they clinched the AL West with a win against the Rockies or an Astros loss. Clinched the Phillies clinched the number 2 spot with a win or a Dodgers loss. Brewers clinched the number 1 seed with the Phillies loss for the Marlins. But I mean, I don't think this Guardian team is scary, but coming in so hot, they're playing such good baseball right now. Hey, Dolphins Thirsty, Rob. What's your how you feeling right now, man? How you feeling going in? The Red Sox hanging on right now, only 1 up on the Tigers right now with that series, and only 2 up on the Astros. How you feeling? In this last 5. But I think that's this Guardians team isn't scary. But there's one thing to say for a team that's playing such good baseball going into October. I mean, if I'm looking at, obviously you got Jose Ramirez batting 282, Stephen Kwan 277, but then you got no one. You got Kyle Manzano, your first baseman, 236. Your shortstop, Gabriel Arias, 222. Carlos Santana, 225. Bo Naylor, 194. Jokenzie Noel, 177. I mean, it's amazing this team is playing so great with what they got there. I mean, you've got Tanner Bybee, who's got 11 wins. Gavin Williams, 12-5. This team's not scary, but they find a way to get it done. Nervous but hopeful. Magic of number 3. I mean, it's gonna be a tough series against the Tigers. But let me look up who's. Do they have the pitching matchups for those games yet? I thought I saw it Friday night. There's Red Sox or TBA. Do they have the pitching matchups on Friday night? Would be nope. They don't have anybody going yet. They don't have anybody going for either team yet. This would be an unbelievable scenario. I know you'd hate this. What if we could see winner 162, winner take all, Tigers, Red Sox get into the playoffs, Skubal, Crochet, 2 guys, both in the AL Cy Young conversation on Sunday. It would be unbelievable. I know, my former co-host Rob would be, sweating bullets. I don't know where he would go on Sunday night, on Sunday, watching the Dolphins or watching the Red Sox. Rob, what are you watching more now? Are you watching a little more Red Sox, or are you watching the Dolphins on Sunday? Actually, they play Monday, so good. Yeah, that's what you hope. You're playing Monday night. You're playing the Jets, so you're good. But I'd love to see a Crochet Skubal winner take. Winner gets in, but. Up 3-0 right now. A lot of good baseball. And right now, Mets, who are tumbling. You want to hear some crazy New York Mets? I know Mets fans, they are a passionate fan play. Yeah, no conflict. I'm more geared in on the Yankees and I watch my Jets games, but we got October baseball. Yankees clinched last night, but Mets right now, they're playing the Cubs. They are right now a game up on the Reds and the Diamondbacks. I don't know the specific head-to-head on that. Mets magic number is 5, so that will not be happening. That was the wrong one. So I'm trying to get magic numbers, and I just totally messed it up. But as I try to find that, all right, Mets right now game up. So they right now would be playing the Dodgers, 2 versus the Cubs left, 3 versus the Marlins. But since June 13th, the Mets have a record of 35 and 52. That's the 27th worst record in the MLB. since September 5th, they were 4 games up on the Giants and 6 on the Reds on September 5th. Now they're 1 game up on the Reds, and the Giants have, fell back, got hot at the right time. But, that didn't last. I think the one thing with the Mets was always a problem is they have a lot. Their pitching depth isn't there. They have a great lineup, but you've got Nolan McLean, you got Jonah Tong, and you have Brandon Sproat. There's a lot of young pitching. Their lineup's there. But Tigers up 1-0 right now, first and second, 2 outs in the top of the third. So there's that. Right now, the Brewers right now could clinch that number 1 seed, hold off the Phillies. They have the tiebreaker, Phillies against the Phillies and the Dodgers. Right now, Freddie Peralta 17-6, 107 WHIP. Brendan Woodruff 6-2, 3.32 ERA, 96 WHIP. I think things get interesting after those 2 guys. When you got, Freddie Peralta's had an unbelievable year, kind of putting it all together. But you got Jacob Mieroski, who's 5-2, 4.35 ERA. Can you count on the rookie Jose Quintana, 11-7 with 2.65 ERA? He was day-to-day with the mild calf strain. Quinn Presley, 13-2, 3.25 ERA. Right now, big question mark is when they'll get back closer Trevor Meagle, currently on the 15-day DL. Phillies right now, who hold that 2 seed. Hold that 2 seed, 92-65. 2 games back. I think Phillies, one thing they got good pitching, very good pitching. You've got Luzardo, you've got Christopher Sanchez, you got Ranger Suarez. Aaron Nola's, had a very rough start, but he's looking better of late. You pick up Walker Buehler from the Red Sox. They also got a really strong – I would watch out for the Phillies in the playoffs. They got a really strong back half of that bullpen with Yohan Duran, who's got a 1.88 ERA between the Twins and the Phillies, 31 saves, 107 WHIP. And he shut down the Dodgers 2 times. Then you got Matt Stram, 2.83 ERA, 21 holds on the year. That their lineup is nasty, and it all starts with with Kyle Schwarber. Talk soon. I feel you. If the Yankees were, I feel you, man. I'm that way too. I couldn't be doing if my Yankees were on. I couldn't be doing this the whole time. I wouldn't be able to concentrate. So I feel you on that, 100%. I won't be doing any Yankees Red Sox game by game, game in-game stuff because I'm watching. I got to be locked in. So I feel you on that. But Phillies. I know. Our a guy was it Josh Wingate on here as a Phillies fan. I wonder if he's in there, how he's feeling. Kyle Schwarber, 54 home runs on the year. So the outfield's solid. Harrison Bader's looked good. Batting .333 since the trade. I think outfield minus Castellanos has looked good, but he's a big question mark defensively and has been replaced defensively in late innings. So there's that. But his bat plays, but defensively, Around the dirt, you got Trey Turner's leading the team with 305 average, 458 slugging, 356 on base percentage, 36 stolen bases, 69 RBIs. His double play partner, Brandon Stott, 256, 330 on base. Alex Baum, who's just nails at third base defensively, 272. A guy who was all over the rumor market this past offseason of being traded. 272. The guy's just nails at third base. He's so good defensively. First base, Bryce Harper, 263, 501 slugging, 358 on base, 27 home runs, 75 RBIs. Behind the plate, you got JT Realmuto, 261, and what he brings defensively. Dodgers could clinch that berth. I'm pretty sure it's I messed this up. I had the magic. I think the magic number is 3 for the Dodgers because they have head-to-head. So win today, win tomorrow. My big thing with the Dodgers is their pitching staff. Their bullpen is very shaky. Their pitching staff, I think you got a solid 1-2 1-2-3 with Glasnow, with Snell, with Yamamoto. What are people's opinions? Dave Roberts came out today and said he's going to put Clayton Kershaw now in the bullpen. I get it. Kershaw's great. I get they're throwing Sasaki in there too, who's now back and did bullpen work. I'm not a huge fan of throwing starters in the bullpen. You're putting them in a role that they're not used to throwing it. And Clayton Kershaw is one of the better pitchers we've seen in recent years. Until they won the COVID World Series, his playoff success has always been, had a mark on it because he got put in bad situations, thrown out of the bullpen. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Maybe it's because of what happened to Nestor Cortez, but it's just putting a starting pitcher in that role. I don't like it. Where yes, he's the better pitcher. There we go, 3-1. Red Sox are up 3-0. Nice. Yankees need to sweep. Red Sox, I'm not so few and far between I'd ever be rooting for the Red Sox, but if the Yankees sweep, the Red Sox go for a sweep. I think they can sweep with the Tigers. I was talking to my former co-host, Rob, and he's like, we got a tough schedule. I'm like, yeah, we had to play the Red Sox twice, Blue Jays, and the Astros, the 3-game set. So we kind of got our really tough one away. So we got 3 more these 2 against the White Sox, 3 more against the Orioles, which I still think will be tough. Even though the Orioles aren't as good this year, that's still a division game. Orioles still have a really good team. Those aren't cakewalk games. I just don't. Their bullpen's a big question mark. You throw Kershaw in there, he's had a lot of not a lot of good success out of the bullpen with the Dodgers. I don't want to see him. It's tough. Cubs. I think Cubs. They need to get Kyle Tucker back, who just recently came back, but he'll be a large part of their postseason run. Cade Horton, the rookie, has looked phenomenal. But you got to rely heavily on them and then you're going to have Imanaga and Matthew Boyd. Let me pull up their stats. And then Padres end up losing today. But it looks like they're going to hold on to that second wild card spot. And they would be playing the Cubs. But they have the tiebreaker versus the Mets right now. Yankees right now 3 games up on the Red Sox. So they are, they're holding strong with that second one. Mets right now in a battle. Reds Reds are one back, down 2-0, and too bad. Paul Skeen's throwing in that 2-0, top of the sixth. So have fun with that. Diamondbacks have 3 against the Padres. So we'll see what the Padres could not be trying to throw their dudes. And the Marlins, I mean, it's not a yes, they're 77 and 80. It's not a cakewalk of a game. The Marlins right now, I don't know where that game is. I think it's in Miami. It's in Miami, but their home road splits are insane. 36-42 at home and 41-38 on the road. But they've won 7 in a row, and they've won 9-1 in the last 10. That's not an easy cakewalk game. You're going to have Alcantara throwing. I don't know what day he's throwing, but he's throwing on Friday. So it's not like a cakewalk series anymore. I will give credit. I did say I was this Marlins team, and I know we have a couple Marlins fans on here because they are from Miami. I think they expedited their timeline a little bit with this. Maybe their ownership goes out and spends a little money this year because, I mean, I thought it could have been better, but going into the year for the Marlins, I thought they maybe could have been pushing for a wild card spot, but that's because I liked when their rotation with Alcantara coming back with Edward Cabrera and Jesus Luzardo. So I didn't see this happening, but they got a lot of good young players. So I think they expedited that, and they could play spoiler this week with the Mets, which would be big. Blue Jays right now down 3-0 right now, but they still are holding down that number 1 seed in the AL. Clinched a playoff berth. Their fate's in their own hands. They could go 4-2. Yankees could go, 5-1 and still not win the division. You brought up rookie Trey Yasevich, who could play a key role. Shane Bieber has looked solid since the trade deadline. He's the number 2 guy. Santander's finally coming back, so that's a massive bad in that for the Blue Jays guy who's been on the 60-day DL. Let me look at the pitching stats. I know we got one Blue Jays guy on here, my man Finn Stanza. Even though I don't like, he's a Dolphins fan, but I respect it. Toronto Canadian guy, support his team. Hopefully he can make it on when he can for the playoffs. Couldn't make it tonight, but definitely hope he can make it on. Pitching. I think their pitching is kind of questioned. You got Chris Bassett, who's 11-9. You got Kevin Gausman, who's 10-11. Jose Barrios is 9-5. Shane Bieber, who's been good, 3-2 since the trade, and you got Trey Yasevich. Offensively, they're good. Offensively, bringing in Santander back, getting Santander back just gives you an extra leverage. You got Bobich at 3-11, leads the team in a big contract here, so he could get paid pretty big. You got Vladimir Guerrero got paid massive, $297, and he's got 23 bombs, 83 RBIs. Ernie Clement is $277. George Springer, $306. Alejandro Kirk, $283. I'm wondering what they're going to do with Santander coming back. Will he just primarily be a DH? Mariners right now, who basically have won the West, clinched a playoff spot last night. Should be able to clinch, but end up playing against the Dodgers. But you got Julio Rodriguez, 268, Arozarena, 233, Cal Raleigh, 245, 58 home runs, so the most home runs for a catcher. I wonder what number he gets to in these last 5 games. J.P. Crawford, 266, Jorge Polanco, 263. Pitching staff is strong. Brian Wu, 15-7. Luis Castillo 10-8. George Kirby 10-7. All right, going to my Yankees. Yankees right now, trying to pull up the 3-1, bottom of the third, man on third, one out. Got that walk-off win last night. I'm really conflicted as a Yankees fan. Do I want Anthony Volpe, who had a big 2 hits last night, but Jose Caballero, since coming over since the trade deadline, had the walk-off last night. I think he's got to be our starting shortstop. He creates havoc. He plays good enough defense. Unbelievable bat last night to get that walk-off. I mean, fouling off, I think he fouled off 6-7 pitches to get his pitch and get it. And then he creates havoc on the base path. So there's, I mean, I think I get it. Volpe gives you that home run ability, but the Yankees have a lot of home run pop. So give me a guy who's going to create something on the base path, a good at bat. Anthony Volpe's batting .213. It's not going to get it done. I mean, Jose Bellinger probably been the team MVP, .269. You know, taking over since Juan Soto, he's been phenomenal. 29 home runs, 97 RBIs. I don't see why he wouldn't want to come back. It's one of the best years I've seen Cody Bellinger, but I don't know. Money plays a big factor, but why wouldn't you want to come back? Aaron Judge, 325. He's got 49 home runs, 105 RBIs. Trent Grisham, who's probably long gone, 236, having a hell of a year, 33 home runs. Goldschmidt, 278, but he only plays right now against left-handed guys. Left-handed, he struggles against right-handed pitchers. I like Goldschmidt. I like what he brings defensively, but I think you also need pop. Ben Rice, who probably wound up playing, first base during the year. He's batting .256, 24 home runs, 62 RBIs. Jazz Chisholm, who's part of the 30-30 club, he's batting .247, 31 stolen bases, 31 home runs. Austin Wells, .218, but he'll probably be starting catcher. Jason Dominguez, .257, but he's kind of got pushed to the wayside. Giancarlo Stanton, .263, 21 home runs since coming back. Also, a big question: what do they do at third base? You have Ahmed Razar, you have Jose Caballero, who's batting .284 since he came over. He's a shortstop, but can he play third base? You have Ahmed Rosario, who's batting .323 coming back, who might give you more. Both those guys might give you a little more offensively. Ryan McMahon is .203 since coming back, since the trade deadline, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs, .203. But like Alex Baum, this guy defensively is just nails defensively. He is so good defensively, and that's always been a problem for the Yankees. So I don't know. I think you got to get his glove in there, and hopefully he does something with that short porch in right field. So, but the biggest question mark for the Yankees is their bullpen. I mean, starting pitching has been solid. Carlos Rodon, 17-9, 3.04 ERA. Max Fried, 18-5, going for win 19 today, 2.92 ERA. Will Warren, 8-8, 4.35 ERA. Cam Schlittler, 3-3 with a 3.27 ERA. Luis Gil, 4-1 with a 3.29 ERA. But it's the bullpen; it's always going to get it done. Now, I've heard if the Yankees end up, if it holds pat right now, stands pat right now, is it'll be a three-man rotation with Fried, Rodon, and either Schlittler or Luis Gil. I'd rather I just give Luis Gil the ball game 3. I like Schlittler's stuff, but I don't want to throw a rookie out there in a Game 3 winner-take-all. I'm fine with the three-man rotation, lengthen the bullpen, but I'm hoping Rodon and Fried, especially Rodon, give me a 7 solid innings because the Yankees bullpen has been shaky. I mean, Fernando Cruz is Aaron Boone's guy. And, I mean, he's been shaky. He's got a 3.66 ERA, but very shaky of late. I mean, Tim Hill's a nice lefty specialist, 3.14 ERA, 1.12 whip. But it's those middle innings rolls. Can you rely on Luke Weaver, who's been very shaky of late? I mean, he's a 3.75 ERA, but he's not looking good of late. Devin Williams, same thing. 5.03 ERA has been looking better, but can you rely on him? Mark Leiter, 4.91 ERA. Please, I don't want to see Mark Leiter anymore. If you can throw a Schlittler in the bullpen, get both those guys out. You got your lefty specialist. And you got your lefty specialist, Schlittler, Weaver. That's what I want. I want to see Bendar, Schlittler, Tim Hill in my lefty role, maybe Luke Weaver to Bendar. I don't want to see anybody else. Fernando Cruz, I've seen enough. He'll probably be in there. He's got a good slide, some good stuff, but he's not showing it to me. Bendar, since coming over, has 8 saves. He's got a 2.49 ERA. But with the Yankees, I need Rodon. Let him go a little bit. Give me a 7 innings. Give me 7 innings. Let him go 7. Please, Aaron. Let him go 7. Max Fried, we can see he can go 7 or 8. I mean, having a hell of a year. I just want to see what he would be there. But my big thing is for the Yankees is they got to minimize the bullpen and just keep on winning because they're playing great baseball right now. Great baseball. Right now, Max Fried leads the MLB and wins 18. He's going for 19. Garrett Crochet, 17, going for 18 today. So, I mean, minimize the bullpen. But let's go a quick rundown of some important games before I log off. Right now, Yankees 5-1 at the end of the third. Guardians are up 2-1 in the top of the fourth with man on first, no outs. Reds down 2-0 in the top of the seventh. Reds did not get – Chase Burns – Paul Skeens has gone 6 for 4 hits. Chase Burns, who's having Hunter Green had a great game. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Puts you right there, but you got Paul Skeens going. Phillies looks like they're up 6-1 against the Marlins, so that's it for the Marlins. Red Sox up 4-0 going into the bottom on the Jays going into the bottom of the fifth. Mets, Cubs have just started. Brewers beat the Padres earlier. Later tonight, Dodgers, Diamondbacks. But, baseball's getting right down to the wire here. It's great. These last couple days are going to be great. And there a lot of stuff, a lot of playoff seedings are in play. And the Yankees sweep the White Sox, Red Sox sweep the I still don't see it happening, but I don't know. If the Yankees win a 6 and the Red Sox get the sweep, then you can beat, you might be able to get it, but it's going to be tough. But I want to see what happens with those third wild card spots in both sides with the Guardians or the Tigers and the Astros right now, and then the Mets and the Reds and Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks playing a lot better baseball right now. Who's getting that number 1 seed? I think the Jays can hold on, but they're playing pretty poor right now. And we got the Brewers Phillies, who gets that 1-2 seed, will get the better matchup. I'm really looking at that Cubs Padres right off the bat would be really good. Right off the bat, we could get a Yankees Red Sox wild card round setting up good. And I will say it, I hate the Red Sox, but when the Yankees and Red Sox are competing for the playoffs, it's better for the game. It's better for baseball. I mean, I know I hate the Red Sox, but that's better for the game because you get more eyes on it, and that's what we keep on going. But I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight, everybody who threw a comment in there. Please remember, like and subscribe here to FTSN. This is On Deck here on FTSN. I'm Russ Morgan. Hope everybody has a great night.